When newly in love, no couple wants to have the what if we break up talk, but it's important, especially for your finances. So today I'm going to teach you how to protect yourself against a really financially messy breakup with domestic contracts, aka prenups. A domestic contract is a contract between two people who are either about to move in together, which is a cohabitation agreement, or get married, which is a married contract or a prenup. They allow for the couple to take their personal finances into their own hands and leave the law out of it. A domestic contract doesn't have to be swanky. As long as it's written down, both parties have signed, and it's been witnessed, that's legally binding. So technically, you could write it on a napkin and you could hold it up in court. A cohabitation agreement is an agreement that's between two people who are not married, but they definitely want to move in together. If you remember from part 2, when you're common law, there's not really a lot of protection for both people. So a cohabitation agreement allows the couple to decide when and how they want to break up the assets should a breakup happen. So I'm going to talk about 2 really good examples of what I see all the time where a cohabitation agreement could have saved the day. First, the age-old house. 2 people living in the same house for 15 years, both contributing to the mortgage, bills, and only one partner's name is on the deed. In the event of a breakup, regardless of all of that, the person who's not on the deed is left with nothing. In this scenario, a cohabitation agreement would have been the best thing for both of them to say, hey, we've both been contributing to this, let's share. The second most common thing that I see is when one partner decides to help the other partner out by paying off a significant portion of debt. That's a great decision for the whole financial household. However, make sure you have a cohabitation agreement. See, if they break up, the partner who's paid off a whole lot of money is left with nothing but an empty bank account and a broken heart. A cohabitation agreement would have definitely helped. If you're gonna pay off somebody's debt, make sure you have something in writing. In addition to cohabitation agreements, there's also marriage contracts. Marriage contracts are the stereotypical prenuptial agreement before you tie the knot. A marriage contract is to allow the couple to opt out of what's legally binding for them if they get a divorce. If you remember from part 2 of this series, when you're in a marriage, all the assets that were amassed during your marriage in a divorce are split evenly and equalized between 2 partners, no matter what. That's legally binding. So a marriage contract or a prenup allows the couple to say, no, we're not taking those rules, we're gonna make our own. Talking about domestic contracts means talking about breaking up. This is awkward and a touchy subject at the best of times. So let me know in the comments below. Have you ever had that talk, and how did you do it without freaking your partner out? I'm Shannon and you're watching Money Awesomeness on Coral. Don't forget to subscribe, follow me on Twitter. Join me next week for the wrap-up of our 4-part series, Love and Money. I'm gonna teach you how to live in financial bliss with your partner with a foolproof couples banking plan that'll have you guys loving money in no time and stopping bickering about bills.